Welcome back to the Sly Guy TV, and you're watching the Sly Guy, the Sly Guy, and the Sly Guy with the Portable Podcast.
Vibey.
The captain is back, the lock, shopper, and price. In this part of town, as I look away and the sky turns gray and it's you I found. And then I turn and I see you there, with your flowing hair, and you are so rare as I stop and stare. And then I know as I see you go, like an overflow in the undertow, and I just don't know why you stop and stop. You I know. People think we have it all, but all we have is one more moment in this life tonight. I know, though we try to seize the day, but all I really wanna say is that your holy hate cause away. Right, welcome back, guys. Oh, I died, sorry. Okay, I will pay attention to the match now. Okay, and today's topic right now is, since most of you viewers are in Manila, Philippines, we are going to give a little lesson in history, which dates way back to the Spanish era. So, quick question is, why are media companies, blog companies, video companies, why do these media companies make way too much money based on advertising? And why is it that these people just basically love talking about something, reporting news, talking? It's like reporting the news is more important than solving actual problems. So we'll give you a little brief history lesson on how things work. Now, I have a friend who actually went to Spain. Okay, so he was talking to a friend of his who is a Spanish citizen. So they were talking about a bridge which has not been repaired. Now, according to his friend who lives in Spain, this particular bridge has been has not been repaired for years. This is like 10, 15 years. The bridge just remained damaged. So what he said is that most Spaniards have a habit known as the Manana habit. They actually like talking about solving problems rather than solving the problem. So what was happening is that the bridge was damaged, the media covered it, the newspapers covered it, they had pictures about the bridge, people were talking about it with politicians on talk shows, but no one actually repaired the bridge. So the bridge stayed damaged for years. And they were you see that bridge? Oh no, we're not going to fix it. We're going to talk about fixing it. We're going to talk about politics. We're going to talk about how the bridge got there, but no action. It's just all talk. And this is primarily a Spanish trait, which Filipinos got because Filipinos were under Spanish rule for almost 100 years. Now we take this back to Philippines now. For most media companies that we have, they have adopted that Spanish mañana habit. They love talking about certain problems. So this is how we used to be as a country, we used to be as people. Politicians, government officials, local government officials, barangay officials, all of them would just talk about solving problems. They're really good talkers. Most politicians which would get voted in the office are really good talkers. Their English was they're well versed in English, were really good. People from the media, really good talkers. Really good in Filipino, really good in English. They would talk and talk because talking about certain problems is what we were programmed to do as we were under Spanish rule for the longest time. However, okay, there were certain problems such as corruption, such as anomalies in the government, such as illegal drugs. Okay, where the media would just talk about it. Oh, illegal drugs are bad. This is not good for you. No, no, no. And out of nowhere, um, we a guy won the presidency. His name is Rodrigo Duterte. He was a man. He is now a man of action. So he doesn't just talk about problems. Well, he does talk a lot actually, but he's not all talk because he doesn't talk about problems. He solves them very drastically. Sometimes with very scary results, but thing is, he solves the problems. Taxes were way too high for people. He lowered the taxes for the middle class. For the longest time, middle class people like myself were paying really high taxes, but he lowered it. But we've got drugs, illegal drugs. Drugs were everywhere. Crime was rampant everywhere because of illegal drugs. He has this drug war, kills all the drug addicts, drug dealers, and then that's it. He solves the drug problem. Our place has been like drug free for almost how many years now? 4 years, and we owe it all to him. Now, why does the media have a big problem with him? Because media gets its money out of talking about problems, gets its money out of sensationalizing something, talking about problems. So, if you'll notice, in the past few months, all they do is they criticize the president. Every little thing they can find, because they have nothing left to report. The drug dealers are gone, drug addicts are gone, crime almost non-existent. Although there have been certain incidents, isolated incidents from time to time, but not as much now. So there you have it. Basically, media doesn't like a president who solves problems because they run out of things to report. They run out of news because no crime means no news. Nobody's because now look at the media now. I mean, what are they featuring? What's the media featuring now? Basically, it's just news or COVID-19 news. Okay, no, basically traffic accidents, but that's it. Not too many heinous crimes right now because you've got, the ranks of the police really changed when Duterte stepped in. So we really changed the ranks of the police. So people see the police different. They used to be seen as corrupt. They used to be seen as evil, but now people see them differently. Liberals, of course, who live in their imaginary world, where they believe that our cops are as bad as the cops in the US. Okay, love to protest about the police, love to criticize them, say, oh no, whenever a criminal dies, they go to social media, they get angry with the police saying that it's a human rights violation. But when a soldier dies or one of the police dies, then they're quiet, surprisingly, which is a trademark of the Liberal Party of the Philippines. Yeah, which is why the Liberal Party is gone forever. No one will vote for them anymore. If they dare run for office, they won't get a single vote, I guarantee you. They'll probably get a bunch of fake votes with their smart magic, but actual votes, no. It's not gonna happen. And what's disappointing about, well, I'm a Catholic, my wife's a Catholic. What's disappointing is with our church is that the Catholic Church plays partisan politics as well, and they shouldn't, because perhaps they were getting political favors from the liberal president before, or liberal politicians, which is why they like to stay in power. But right now, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna have a president who's gonna be there now. If once he steps down, he can either continue to be president or pass it on to his daughter. Because Sarah Duterte. So that's basically for Manila or the Philippines rather. So that's how we actually got to a situation where we don't need talkers anymore. We don't need people who are just gonna talk about solving problems. We're gonna need actual problem solvers. We're gonna need doers, people who have actions rather than words. Because at the end of the day, words won't solve the traffic problem, words won't solve the drug problem, words will not solve anything. Okay, what's needed is action. And action? Action! Bam, 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 bam. Just like in Time Crisis. So I'm gonna run back so I can use my Predator missile. Here we go, guys. Where are they? Now, let's just kill that guy. All of them were hiding in the house. Yeah, so basically that's where Philippines is right now. But not everyone actually likes the current president, Duterte. Well, he may not be a president that you like, but he's a president that we need. Definitely. Because way too much democracy. Okay, too much democracy. Okay, can ruin a country. If all you have are opinions, no actions, if all you have are feelings, and no definite solutions, okay, then you have nothing to offer for your country. I mean, if you want to protest, go ahead and protest, but sorry, you have nothing to offer for your country at all. I mean, the current president has done way more, a million times more than other, any of the other politicians out there. Well, with the exception for Ferdinand Marcos, I mean, yeah, he did a lot too. Way lots more. Because it's weird is as kids you don't normally talk about politics. You talk about cartoons, the other toys. The only people who are speaking about politics are teachers. Can you imagine that? I mean, you're this 12-year-old kid, all you care about is like spider fighting or Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic the Gathering, video games. You have his teacher barking out politics, politics, blah blah blah. You should rally, la la la. We should teach our kids to be radical. I mean, stupid teachers, man. I mean, way dumb. And there we go, another victory. Okay, so kids, stay smart. Learn important lessons from your teachers. If they get into politics, tell them to shut up. It's not because kids should definitely enjoy their time playing video games or not going out on stupid rallies with that idiot Sarah Elago from the New People's Army. I mean, she fooled a lot of kids. She confused a lot of kids, but yeah, once that anti-terror bill gets passed, I cannot wait to watch them get arrested and our country becomes a beautiful country once again. All right, so see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. This is a portable podcast with the Sly Guy, and Sly Guy signing off.